Hello folks, back out in the garage again today, or this evening. Today I'm going to finish up these cab corners and get them at least painted on the back side where I can't get to it too good with the paint gun if the bed's down. I have my son-in-law Carl coming over hopefully Saturday to help me put the bed back down so that I can get up in it and finish up this stuff here with Bondo and start working everywhere else. So I'll be a short video probably. I'll bring you in and show you what I'm doing. I mean, I was almost done when I stopped with the rocker panels. So there's really not a lot to do there. I just want to get them painted up, and then I'm going to show you another project that might be a little interesting if you own one of these tools. So I'll bring you back here in just a minute. You guys might recall me talking about this air file that I bought at the pawn shop, and that it didn't have the pad on the bottom that it needed. I ordered some stuff that I thought was going to work for it. Turns out it was way wrong. My mistake, I didn't read it well enough. Just looked at the picture. Shame on me. But I think I've come up with a solution. What I've got to do, let me turn you around here. What I've got to do is put a pad on the bottom of this. Now, it doesn't have to be a real thick pad. It's only probably about 1/4 of an inch thick, but it has to have some pretty good consistency. It's not something that can be too floppy, or I don't know how to explain it. Not too soft is what I'm looking for. And I think I figured it out. This is no advertisement for whoever's on the front of it, but this is the mouse pad. The foam on it is pretty good and condensed, and I'm thinking if I cut it down, 2 slices of it will fit on there. I just glue it in place. I'm not really worried about the middle falling apart. The ends are what usually tears up the most on them. As you can see by this glue, how dark it is here and up here. That's the place that people have a tendency to mess them up. So wherever I cut it in the middle, it's not going to really affect it that much. And I believe I have some contact cement here somewhere. I just got to try to get all this old glue off if I can. I'm hoping some acetone will take it off, but we'll see. But anyway, that's what I think I'm going to do with that. I have another one that's maybe a little thicker, but you NASCAR fans might freak out if I cut this up. This is a Dale Jr. one, so it is a little thicker though. Not much, but a little. I don't know. I might have to. Old Dale might have to be sacrificed in order to make this tool that I really am going to need, especially when it comes time to do the door and this long panel here. I'm going to have that tool in order to make it happen. Otherwise, I'm going to be getting a small hand manual type sander with a long paper, and that'll take me forever, and I'm an old fart and don't have time for that stuff. So that's what I think I'm going to do. One of the 2 of those pads is going to work, I'm sure. So I'll get to sanding on these rocker panels and get them finished up and painted, at least on on the back side back here, and I'll show you how it turns out. Don't mind my messy bench. I know I should have a brush out here doing this, but I was on a roll. Figured I'd just rear a little bit on and then wipe it across with a paper towel. Doesn't have to be that thick. And it should probably be warmer than it is now. And yes, I'm going to get it all over my fingers, just like I do Bondo. It's already tacking up on the screwdriver. I know you're supposed to wait, but I'm going to go ahead and put it down. And then, because this is starting to curl, I don't know if it's having a chemical thing or what. Nah, put it wrong place. Oh. That's the only one I got, I guess. That's not very heavy. There we go. That should do it. All right, let's get to sanding. Okay, I got some color on this thing, on this side anyway. I've got the other side primed, it's drying. You can see a big run I got right there. It's a little cold out here to be painting today, but I'm kind of under a time crunch because of my son-in-law coming over on Saturday to help me move the cab up. So I definitely wanted to get some paint in between. I don't know that I can get it back in there with just a paint gun, so I don't know, we'll have to see. I'm not going to be able to sand and treat all this back in here and paint, but that's okay. It's really not in that bad a shape, just dirty. But it'll get, if I paint it now, it'll get primer and stuff all over it whenever I do the primer on the rest of the truck. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard spot, and I don't have a place where I can set the bed off and just go to work on it like that. So, got to do what you got to do. But anyway, this will all be sanded whenever I sand the rest of the truck. So I'm not worried about that run there at all. It'll sand right off with the DA sander. But I'll show you what the other side looks like when I get it done, and then I'll call it a night. And here's the other side. Like I said, I got it painted in back, most importantly. Actually looks pretty good back in there. There's a couple of rough areas out here that's going to need a little bit more filler. I missed a spot there. But anyway, that really doesn't matter as long as it's got something on it. Like I said, the front is not such a big deal. I just painted it because I had it. But the back is done, so at least I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to do a little couple closing words and call it a night, and probably record some more video this weekend. Well, I got sidetracked with some text messages and stuff and forgot all about doing my outro. But anyway, I hope that the pad that I glued down on that sander will stay in place at least long enough to get this project done, and I think it will. But anyway, that the next thing to do will be to put the bed back down on the frame, and then I can start working on the more complex areas with that airfoil working, and start working on the areas like the bed rails. Those long areas are really hard to do if you don't have a good airfoil, as well as the door, passenger side door, having dents in it because of the shape of the door like that. You really either have to have a lot of patience or have a good airfoil to be able to knock that down with. So I'm going to call it a night tonight, and I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride, and please like and subscribe and leave me some comments. I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye.